All right, so welcome to today's group coaching session. Please be aware that these videos are for educational purposes only and not taken for any form of advice. If you need to know more, please visit our website, www.esttrader.com. All right, and how about yourself, Perry? What didn't work for you this week?
The reason I gave myself a 3 off was it's just I let a couple repeat things happen. I don't know if it's right or wrong what to do, but I exited like 3 or 4 trades for the week where I knew I had to go be busy, but the candle was still a bull candle, like at 8 a.m. in the morning my time, and I chose to exit because I was in profit. So I just feel like I didn't quite trust like myself. Like your trades, I'll stay in, but my trades, I'm still quick to bail on.
Okay.
And yeah,
All
that
right.
was one reason I gave myself a 3 because it's kind of a repeat thing. So.
Gotcha. And how did that make you feel for you not trusting your own self and your own ability?
Well, I definitely caused a little frustration. I feel I took a step back this week on my growth, but it's nothing wrong with going a step back, but it's just as long as I gain,
Okay.
knowledge from it.
Alrighty. And based on that frustration, how did you feel after that?
Not the best.
Okay. So where else in your life do you don't trust yourself, Harry?
I don't I don't know that I can single things out. Normally, a lot of times it felt like I could single it out. I'm not quite sure what triggered it this week. Maybe I just not something I can. I thought of it, but I think on it, but I just couldn't come up with anything. Why?
All right, no worries. So let's discuss here about. Okay, let me take the year off here first. See, I need a clean chart. Okay. So let's talk about trust. What does trust mean? What does it mean to you, Perry?
And if I make a decision that, or if I make a commitment, you can depend on me, I guess would be the best way of putting it.
Okay.
Or be dependable.
All right.
It's something that line,
Okay, great. So to trust oneself, what do you need in order to trust your own self? That you can do it.
Like, what do I feel I need, or?
Yeah, so to trust your own self, what do you need in order for you to trust your own self? There has to be a driving factor in order for you to trust your own self. If you mean.
Yeah.
And what is that driving factor?
Now that you bring it up, I may know. No. Possibly because, well, I guess to be successful at what I do, how to word that right? Like, I guess when I am right, or I'm not the best with words, but like, for example, like I got third place on selling this time on this farm. I've never got first, and now that you say that, I'm wondering if that's maybe what triggered it because I was third place again. If that makes sense. I don't know. That sounds kind of crazy, but a thought that came to my mind now. So.
Yeah, but there has to be something. It doesn't matter through trading or with your work, with people around you, in terms of the relationship that you do have, not just with people, but with everything that you do. So here, let's say we'll take this one. the future is always unknown, and that's why for me, like, it's all BS when someone says, "Ooh, you know, this system is 100% foolproof." Yeah, every system is 100% foolproof. However, it is the point of exit of the way how you deal with it, where everybody will have different results because everybody will have different mindset. So with that being said, if the future is always going to be unknown, here's the unknown. This creates fear. This creates hesitation. This creates self-doubt. So when you have all this, then there's also the lack of trust with oneself because of the unknown. Nobody knows. So based on future events that hasn't happened yet, but every future that hasn't happened creates a present moment. The present moment is just happening now. So the way how you deal in the now is where it's at. So it's why if you choose to close positions, because you know that you're going to be busy.
I don't know if you're printing something, but I don't see anything. So maybe you're just talking.
Sorry. I'm sorry about that. Do you see that? Do you see there now?
Yeah, now I see it.
Okay. So if you choose to close your positions because of work, mind you, the word choose, then in the present moment, then, and you press that button, then there's no regrets because that's what you have chosen, regardless whether if the price will drop even further and will give you more profits or not, because you chose it.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you're choosing not to close that position, because for choosing, you see, you have, every person will have internal rules based on their own principles and values to choose to close, to choose to not to close. So to choose to close with coming from honesty of oneself. When I say honesty of oneself, that's definitely, it's like what Bruce Lee says is so true. To be honest with oneself, that, my friend, is a hard thing to do. Because people will say, you know, verbally, without even thinking, they do say things on a conscious level. But the question is, are they really honest in terms of what they're saying? Do they really mean it? I mean, in most cases, people don't mean it. Because sometimes people will say it just for the sake of saying it to make people happy. And people who say it bluntly in terms of based on their honesty comes across as, for other people's perception, that the guy is rude or the person is an asshole, blah, 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 blah. But in actual fact, they're just being honest. That's why people with integrity who are just honest, in most cases, they don't have much friends because they just they don't want to deal with the drama or the BS that's going around them. Am I right or am I making it up? I believe it's true. So that being said, if you're honest with yourself in pure honesty, that you're choosing, then you're having the freedom. That's total freedom. There's no freedom into choosing when you're not being honest with yourself and you're just making other people happy. But the thing is that you also have to believe based on your own values and stick to your own values and principles. That's also a tough thing to do. That's why in terms of trading is definitely a mastery of oneself, because if you're honest to choose to close the positions, will you have regrets? The answer is no. Absolutely not, because you're choosing to close the position because you know that you have work. Now, if you choose not to close a position and you're honest within oneself that you are okay to risk the amount of money that you're willing to take, then there are no other emotions of fear or regret either, because they're choosing to hold the positions. But if you want to play on the safe side where you can have both, then close some of the positions and then hold the other part of the positions. At least you have both. You're banking money and then reducing your risk. So if it just in case it goes the other way, then who cares? You're still profited. But you still have to be honest that if that happens, then you're okay with it. But at least you have both ways. But that takes pure honesty. To create proper trust is through confidence. But to have confidence, you need to have courage. They go hand in hand. And then through there, do you believe in yourself that you can do it? By having that belief, to have the courage and confidence, then you will have trust. Other than that, there's no trust.
I think I know what really triggered it.
Yeah, I mean, that's why that level of confidence is important. That's why if you have the self-confidence, the self-courage, and you believe in yourself, then you will have self-trust. Or else, that's why people who don't trust others, because they don't trust themselves, because they don't have the level of confidence to trust themselves, to trust others. It's just that simple. It's a reflection of oneself that is putting outwardly on the outer environment. So in other words, over here, there's no any other environment except the markets. The market doesn't know that you do exist. However, you do know that you do exist, and you're the only person that knows that it is in a relation with the markets. So in other words, whatever result that comes out is just a total reflection of who you are as an individual. So you're fear-based, the market doesn't care, that market doesn't know that you're afraid. So that fear is based on you, that self-doubt is based on you. That honesty is a dishonesty of yourself because you're not really choosing the right path based on what you really want. That's why destiny happens is based on the choices that we all make, not the decisions that we all make. These are the choices that you make that creates basically the path of where you are going to be in the future. And that path, either you make money or you lose money. That path is either you want to be the best trader or you want to be a mediocre, and hence that's why not everybody will last in this business. And that's the truth. However, you see online, they make it so easy, thinking that trading is very easy, but it's not. Because why? It takes time, it takes a lot of work, it takes money, right? And through there, it takes all of these, the principles of oneself, those values that is in conjunction of that belief system that people basically will have. And here, anything and anyone can create any type of stories that they want. Hence, past performance always looks good. Part of the disclaimer is that future result is not indicative, or past results are not indicative of future results, because it changes. And then when people don't have values, good values, and they start to blame, they start to complain and start to justify why it's not working, and now they're blaming others, it's just a reflection of themselves in terms of their own values and their own belief systems. There you have it. Hope you enjoyed that short video. If you want to watch the whole class, all you got to do is just click the link below, and it will lead you to our community, our training community. And if you need any questions, or if you want to know more in terms of our education, what we do, please make sure to email me at estraders@gmail.com. And if you love these videos, please make sure to subscribe. Other than that, Thank you so much for watching. Take care until next time. Happy trading. Bye now.